What's up, guys? Dom here with Restricted America. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know the videos have been a little bit more scarce lately, but again, just a lot been going on, so I do apologize. But as you know, or as you may know, the Civil Rights Coalition just had their final swap meeting where they pretty much, swapped around all the signed petitions and made sure they were with the right person for the right county. And then they actually just did a press conference today, and Toby Leary headed that up and answered questions. And there was some great information that came out of it. And I'm actually going to read, it's an Associated Press article. Obviously, the Associated Press does lean pretty heavily liberal, so this will be a little bit anti-gun. Though you'll see with the way they phrase things, but it does get the information across pretty much what they said in the press conference, and anything else that I think they missed, I'll add in at the end. So this is by Steve LeBlanc. Boston AP, Massachusetts gun advocates announced Tuesday that they have gathered enough signatures to place a question on the 2026 ballot that would repeal a sweeping new gun law that cracks down on privately made unserialized ghost guns, criminalizes possession of bump stocks and trigger cranks, and requires applicants for a gun license to complete live fire training. I hate that definition, by the way. The law also expands the state's red flag law to let police as well as healthcare and school officials alert the courts if they believe someone with access to guns poses a danger and should have their firearms taken away, at least temporarily. Supporters of the repeal effort said they have collected, and this is the juicy part, we have collected at least 90,000 signatures, and they said that, or Toby said that it's probably going to be above that. Just 90,000 signatures that they know of. So more than enough to put the new law before voters. Again, as you know, or probably know, we just needed about 50,000 certified signatures to get this on the ballot and to suspend it, although it won't be suspended now because of what Maura Healey did just last week. One of the leaders of the repeal effort, Toby Leary, said the new law was aimed at harming the rights of lawful citizens and not reducing crime or getting guns off the street. This is something that is aimed at all of our civil rights, said Leary, president and co-founder of a gun shop and shooting range in Hyannis. If they can do this to the Second Amendment, they can do this to any other right. Advocates were particularly upset with action taken by Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey last week to immediately implement the new law. The action frustrated efforts by gun rights activists who had hoped to gather enough signatures to suspend the law before it took effect until the 2026 ballot question. Leary called Healey's decision an effort to suppress a right that is enshrined in our Bill of Rights that should never be allowed, he said. Couldn't have said it better. Healey defended the action. This gun safety law bans ghost guns, strengthens the extreme risk protection order statute to keep guns out of the hands of people who are a danger to themselves or others, and invests in violence prevention programs, Healey said. It is important that these measures go into effect without delay. And I'd like to add that I tried looking up if a Massachusetts governor has ever done this before, and I could not find anything. They've signed emergency preambles before, of course, but they have not signed one, 2 months after the bill had originally been signed by the governor, and not when a repeal effort has been so successful with signatures. Leary said the group has raised about $100,000. He said the largest donation came from gunmaker Smith & Wesson. Yeah, I think they donated like 50,000 or something, so it's something crazy like that. The company opened its new Tennessee headquarters last year after moving from its longtime home in Massachusetts. The law was enacted in part as a response to the Supreme Court's 2022 Bruin decision declaring citizens have a right to carry firearms in public for self-defense. A lot of you have been asking about lawsuits, and this kind of went under the radar. I don't think they're really trying to publicize it that much, but So this says that a federal lawsuit has also been filed, but gun advocates argues that the Massachusetts law is unconstitutional, characterizing it as an onerous firearms legislation that imposes sweeping arms bans, magazine restrictions, registration requirements, and licensing preconditions that are as burdensome as they are ahistorical. And I'm pretty sure that, I mean, not trying to out anybody, but another article that I read had already said who it was. I think it was Mass Armament, over in, I think, Bellingham. I could be wrong with the town. I've only been there once, but they were awesome. And they said that, pretty much pre-banned magazines in those types of rifles are almost more than 70% of their business. So they're trying to file for a preliminary injunction, which would be great, honestly. The lawsuit, which cites the Bruin decision, asked the federal court to issue a temporary restraining order or a preliminary injunction, barring the state from enforcing the burdensome licensing regimes on the possession and carry of firearms for self-defense. So I guess those are two different lawsuits. There's one that was filed by that gun shop, with the support of GOAL, Gun Owners Action League, and then the other one that I think was already filed by GOAL, and that's the one with the licensing requirements. But, as they did that, the legislation moved back their timeline because they said it was a drafting error, so they pushed back the deadline for the licensing requirements. But guys, I just want to say great job to anyone and everyone that was involved in this process, this repeal process. Obviously, Maura Healey stuck her dirty finger in it and stopped the bill from being suspended, which I still think is egregious. I originally think she wouldn't do it, but she did end up doing it. And, I hope more politicians denounce her for it. If you follow me on X, I've been kind of calling on other politicians to denounce what she did. Not many have, even the Republican ones. I've only seen a few. I've seen Peter Durant. I've seen Exaros. But yeah, I'm still waiting on a bunch of others to do that. As far as numbers, as I said, it looks like they're going to have over 90,000 total signatures, of which a little over 50,000 are certified as of right now. So it would have already been enough. Obviously, this is going to be on the 2026 ballot no matter what. It's just the suspension is up in the air. Obviously, it's not going to be suspended through the repeal effort, but it could be suspended through a preliminary injunction, through a lawsuit. So we still have that to rely on. I hope that is successful. I'm going to try to get more information on these lawsuits and bring it to you guys. So I hope I can, find that info from some sources that I have and, just the internet, Google. But guys, that's all I have for you today. I appreciate the heck out of everyone that still watches these videos. I think we're almost up to 3,500 subscribers. That's amazing. So make sure to like this video, leave a comment, and if you're not subscribed, make sure to do that now. Other than that, guys, stay informed and stay unrestricted.